Good morning. Care about you, and I also care about Pokemon. Okay, we're back. This is the second time this week that I get insomnia, so I thought might as well keep the streak going and rate some more Pokemons. This time it's Generation 2. Okay, let's get into it. And I'm not gonna play around, okay? Because I have some opinions. Alright, first of all, Chikorita. I have to say, me personally, not a big fan. Bro looks like a cucumber. But my girlfriend really likes it, so instead of C, it's gonna be a B. B tier. Why is my computer lagging right now? What was that? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Let me check the task manager. Because I think maybe there's something wrong. Let me close this. Should be fine. Why is Google Chrome taking like 4 gigabytes of usage and it's like only one tab open? Oh well, should be okay. Well, wait. Let me reset this. Is that crazy? Alright, should be fine now. Okay. Bayleaf. No, it's still lagging. Alright, give me a sec. Gonna close it. Open it again. And there we go. Okay, so Chikorita, B rank. B tier, I mean. Bayleaf, on the other hand, is also a it's alright, but I have no feeling about it. Meganium, however, I think is really cool. I think the design is really colorful. I don't know. It's very unique. Because it's, I don't know. Like, so far, the trend with the starter Pokemons is that like they're cool looking. But this is the first one that like doesn't try to be cool. It tries to be cute. So I like that for it. Typhlosion, not the biggest fan, to be honest. But Feraligatr, I'm a big fan. Why did I skip the small ones? Am I stupid? My bad. Cyndaquil, however, is a cutie patootie. My Google Chrome is like actually tweaking. Like the tier list is like struggling to follow. But it's okay, right? It's okay, right? Quilava. Why is my Google Chrome doing this? This is absurd. This has never happened before. Why is my Google Chrome tweaking? Like, hello? That just makes no sense. Okay, it should be better now. Quilava is a nothing burger Pokemon. So C tier right there. Totodile, S tier. Is it Croconaw? Is that his name? Maybe not. I forgot his name. Maybe it is Croconaw. But this guy, I think he's pretty neat. I like the egg design on his belly. I think it's really cool. He looks like a Flintstone character. Alright. Controversial opinion. I think Sentret is an A tier rat Pokemon. I think it's pretty cool. Same goes for Ferret. I know. I got weird taste. Hoot, I think is an A tier. Noctowl, I think is an A tier. I like these designs. I think they're very simple, but very effective, very cute also. Like compared to like Generation 1, I think there's like a very distinct flavor about Generation 2. Where Pokemons in Generation 2, I think they're more cozy. They're more like happy, cute, like you want to be their friend. I feel like in Gen 1, it was like they were cool. You know what I mean? They were cool and like, I don't know. This one, it's more like I want to be their friend, and I love that. Lediba is okay. It's a really bad Pokemon, but I think it's a B tier. And Ledian, I think it's an S tier design. I think it's so cool. I think it's so cool looking. It's like a Power Ranger, but like it's a ladybug. I don't know. It's cool. Spinarak, A tier, but Ariados goes down to C. I think it looks weird, but Spinarak is so cute. Actually, let me bump that to S tier. Yeah. I know it's weird. But like, I swear this generation is strange. It's got some strange Pokemons, but they make me feel strange ways. Crobat is an S tier Pokemon for sure. It's kind of like it's kind of like Gengar, you know? Like it's got that like mischievous like Halloween feel, and I love it. Chinchou, very middling Pokemons. Lantern is actually very ugly. D tier. Sorry, Lantern. Alright, Pichu, S tier design, of course. You can't really go wrong with a Pichu, and of course, like with Smash also. If you play Smash, you know. Cleffa is a C tier. I think it's just a small Clefairy. It's like the design is not really much different. Igglybuff, however, it pisses me off. So there. Togepi is S tier. I thought Togepi was like Gen 1 for a while because of the anime. Because in the anime, you know, the Togepi was there before Gen 2. But Togepi, S tier design, one of the most easily recognizable Pokemon. That being said, Togetic is a C tier Pokemon. What were they thinking? Like, that's the thing with this generation for me. Like, they have some good stuff and some like stuff that I'm like, what were they thinking? Natu, it's alright. Xatu, it's alright. It's alright. Okay, Mareep, they cooked with Mareep. I think Mareep is one of the most cute, the cutest Pokemons ever. They cooked with that one. This one, Flaffy, I think his name. It's alright. I get the concept. It's alright. Now, Ampharos, I know a lot of people would rate Ampharos an S tier, but I personally think it's like B tier. I don't like the naked vibe to it. It's kind of a weird design for me. I don't really like it. It's too strange for me. Now, Bellossom, however, an S tier Pokemon. Amazing. Same goes for Marill. And Azumarill goes to B tier. I think it's weird, especially considering it's got superpower as their ability. Sudowoodo is A tier. Nothing much to say about it. Politoed is an S tier Pokemon. Hoppip. Let me think. I actually do like Hoppip. I don't like this one as much. I forgot its name. I forgot this one's name. I'm so sorry. Jump something. But this is Jump Buff or something? Or am I wrong? This one is A tier. Nah. S tier actually. Very, especially when you see it animated, and it's like jumping around like floating in the air. It's so cool. Okay, Sunkern is a very stupid Pokemon. It's going in C tier, but I don't mind it too much. But just why? Sunflora, however, is an S tier Pokemon. I know, it's very bad, but there's something about the design. It reminds me of Mario Sunshine. I love it. It's very silly. Apom is an A tier design. Same for Yanma. I think it's these are very iconic, like safari Pokemons. Wooper has to go S tier. So iconic. Same for Quagsire. And then we got some more bangers. Look at this. Like, there's a streak of bangers, okay? Espeon is an S tier Pokemon. Umbreon is an S tier Pokemon. Murkrow is also an S tier. I love Murkrow. It's got, I don't know, it's so like the designs from this generation compared to first generations, for the first generation, are so, I don't know, they're so unique, bro. It's so nice. It's like the bird Pokemon, instead of just being a bird, it's like a witch slash like like fedora wearing type guy. You know, it's I like that. Slowking is also an S tier. Misdreavus is not an S tier. Miss Magius is an S tier, but Misdreavus is like A tier. Unknown is by virtue of being like the like alphabet Pokemon, it's like cool, but it's kind of a bit corny in execution. So it's gonna go in C tier. Sorry, Unknown. Wobbuffet is an S tier, super iconic. You can't, like, it's not a good Pokemon, but it's so iconic. I think Jerferig is also iconic. They were so experimental with these, and I love that. Pineco is by definition a C tier Pokemon. What were they thinking? However, Fortress is an A tier Pokemon. I think it would be S tier if it was a bit more clear, like what it is. It's just like a floating ball, kind of like another Pokemon that we're gonna see at some point, Glalie or Glalie. Dunsparce is by definition a C tier Pokemon. I don't think it's meant to be anything special. Gligar is a B tier. Now Steelix, that's an S tier right there. Steelix is such an upgrade over Onix. Onix is like, it's chum, bro. Onix is so bad, but Steelix. Now Steelix, look, he's even mewing right now. Do you see this? He's mewing. He looks maxing. All right. Snubbull. I think Snubbull is too cute, too funny. I think that's an S tier. And I think Granbull is also an S tier. I know. But Granbull is so cool. I love Granbull. The thing about, okay, that's the thing about Generation 2. People don't necessarily remember these Pokemons because they don't play them because they're bad. Their stats are bad. The stats of Generation 2 Pokemon in general are, on average, quite lower than Generation 1 for some reason. Like, the balancing is weird. So a lot of these Pokemon, they didn't age well. Like Granbull. Granbull is not a very good Pokemon, but like, in my heart though, he's really cool. Same for Girafarig, same for many of these Pokemons here. Quillfish, B tier. Ooh, Scissor. Scissor is a classic Gen 2 design. Look at this. It looks like a Gen 3 design to me. Like, it's so avant-garde, bro. It's so like ahead of its time. Same for Espeon and Umbreon. They feel Gen 3 for me. Or like Crobat. Oh, yeah. Such classics, bro. Shuckle is... I think if you have to take into consideration for Shuckle, like what it represents. And for that, I put it in A. Because if that was not like... I think if you know, you know. Shuckle is definitely an A, okay? Ooh, one of my personal favorites, Heracross. S tier bug. S tier. I love Heracross. It's so cool. It like, and in the show as well, in the Pokemon show, like Heracross was such a champion, bro. I love Heracross. Sneevil or whatever. C tier. Teddiursa is an S tier, boy. Look at this cutie patootie Teddiursa. That's an S tier. Easy. We got Ursaring, which is also an S tier. I think Ursaring is very cool. Do you see Teddiursa has like a crescent moon or whatever it's called, and then Ursaring has a ring, like, you know, the full moon. If you ever noticed. Slugma, balls, goes to I'd say B, and Macargo as well. I'd say Swinub. Swinub is a C tier Pokemon. Same for Piloswine. Blech. What a blech Pokemon. Corsola, however, is an S tier. I love Corsola. Look at the pretty colors. Look at the joyful face. Remoraid. Remoraid is a D tier. What were they thinking? That being said, Octillery. Now that's a champion right there. Octillery is Giga Chad. Now, Delibird is also a Giga Chad. I love how unique his design is. I think it's like Delibird is kind of like the Farfetch'd of Gen 2. You know? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think Delibird is kind of the Farfetch'd of Gen 2. Alright, Mantine. Mantine is A tier. Skarmory, another banger from Gen 2. Look at this. Skarmory, another banger. Like I said. It's just so... what's the name? Timeless. Skarmory is timeless. Okay. Ooh. Houndour or Houndour. S tier. Same goes for Houndoom. S tier. See, that's how you make good like fire dog Pokemons. They're so demonic, bro. They look like a RuneScape monster, bro. I love that for them. Kingdra, blech. I guess it's an A tier. Okay, Phanpy, S tier. Just the cutest little elephant ever. Like, what do you mean? And then Donphan, I have a special bond with, because one of my favorite episodes of the show when I was a kid was the one where there was like a Donphan that was like trained to like smash his head against a mountain, and then like geodes would fall, and then they would be like amber like type geodes. They were so pretty, and I thought it was so cool. I wanted these rocks so bad, bro. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. You're a real one. Alright, next. Porygon 2. Porygon 2 is okay. Go B tier. Stantler, I have something to say. I love me a Stantler, and you know, I would put it here, realistically. But this is my list, and Stantler goes in S tier. I love Stantler. It's so charming. I love how goofy its face is. But at the same time, like, this is like the only deer Pokemon that we have for a while. I think the only other deer Pokemon after that is going to be like in Gen 5. So, I'm happy with Stantler. I think he's like kind of like the Tauros of Gen 2. It's like just a normal animal. I love it. Smeargle. Smeargle is also an S tier. Smeargle is like very unique. There's no other Pokemon like it. I mean, maybe nowadays there's other Pokemons like I or whatever its name is. But Smeargle, for a long time, there was nothing like it. And you have to put some respect on its name. Tyrogue is C tier. However, Hitmontop is another banger from Gen 2. Oh my god, they were cooking. There's so many S tiers. Look at this. Alright, we're almost at the end. Smoochum goes straight to D tier. I hate Smoochum. That being said, Elekid goes to A tier. He's just like a little plug boy. Magby, however, is more like a B. Miltank is another banger. Miltank is another banger from Gen 2, S tier. Okay, now we have Blissey. Blissey is okay, she goes in B tier. Ooh, now we are into the legendaries. let me tell you how I rank these, okay? S tier for Raikou, or Raikou, whatever. S tier for Entei, and S tier for Suicune. But there might be something I do at the end where I do an S plus ranking. I'm gonna do that after, okay? Cool. Larvitar. He's alright, right? Larvitar is alright. He's okay. Pupitar. Tyranitar. Oh boy, S tier. Now we are into the real legendaries, the big box art legendaries. Lugia, I think one of my favorite legendaries ever. Straight to S tier. Especially Shadow Lugia. Oh boy, Shadow Lugia. Ho-Oh, also S tier. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Big chicken, big chicken. And then Celebi, S tier. Okay, now that is that is the list, okay? As you can see, it's very top heavy for me. I love this generation personally, okay? Let me make another row above. And it's gonna be, oops, sorry. And it's gonna be white, and it's gonna be called, it's gonna be called, can you stop? What is wrong with this? It's gonna be called S plus. Boom. And in this row, I shall put, first of all, Lugia and Ho-Oh, because I think they're magnificent. Then, Suicune. Amazing. Then, Celebi. Then, Espeon and Umbreon. Togepi. It's too good. After that, what else? What else is like an S plus? Heracross? Oh wait. Scissor. Heracross. Tyranitar. What is the last one? Who is in the top row? It's hard to say. Is there anybody like deserving of S plus? It's really hard. Crobat? Crobat deserves it, definitely. Is there anybody else that needs to be an S plus? Let me think. I love Teddiursa, but I don't think that's fair to put it up there. Same for Octillery. Delibird, I could argue, but I don't think it's fair to put it up there. Smeargle, I could argue. Hitmontop, I could argue. Both Raikou and Entei, but I don't think they're on the same level as Suicune. And you probably agree with me. No, I think this is the list. I think this is the list. Okay, let's start from the bottom here. You see these are dog shite. These are very mid. Like, what is this? Let me put Dunsparce here, actually. Yeah. Very mid. Actually, Unknown goes there as well. Blech. And then, yeah. Look at how top heavy this list is. I love this generation, apparently. And, yeah. These S plus, I think it's fair. I think it's hard to argue against it. These are so... Maybe Steelix. Maybe Steelix deserves to be up there. But I think he's... I think Steelix is up there. I think I changed my mind. Yeah, and if Steelix is up there, I'm gonna put Teddiursa up there, personally. And if Teddiursa is up there, I think Pichu deserves to be up there as well. And if Pichu is up there, I think Bellossom deserves to be up there as well. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And I think if Bellossom is up there, Wooper deserves to be up there as well. And I think, call me crazy, I think Granbull, Ursaring, Houndoom. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I think that's my list. I think that's my list, boys. What do you think? I don't really care, actually. It's my list. I don't know what you would say. You're probably gonna say, I disagree, or I agree, or like, oh, this specific Pokemon that I really love, you should have put it higher. It is what it is. I don't really care about this, but I do care about you.